In November 1999, an editor of a Pakistani Urdu newspaper received a chilling anonymous letter. The contents of the letter were enough to make even the most hardened of individuals tremble with fear. The writer of the letter confessed to having raped 100 innocent children between the ages of 6 and 16. The perpetrator was then strangled to death, and his body was destroyed with acid. The writer of the letter not only admitted to his crimes, but also provided the names and addresses of his victims. Along with descriptions of their appearances, he even went so far as to describe which parts of the children excited him the most. The depravity of this individual is beyond comprehension. The letter also revealed how long it took for the acid to dissolve the bodies of the innocent children. He meticulously detailed all of these aspects in his letter, including the exact amount spent on acquiring the acid. Furthermore, he boldly disclosed the address of the house where he carried out this heinous act. Astonishingly, he even included photographs of the innocent children whom he mercilessly victimized. Despite sending a similar letter to the local police station, it was regrettably disregarded by the authorities. However, the editor of the newspaper, recognizing the gravity of the situation, took immediate action and dispatched one of his esteemed journalists to investigate the matter at the house located in the Shahbag area of Lahore. Upon arrival, the journalist discovered that the house was securely locked, but his intuition urged him to persist. Overcoming his apprehension, he managed to gain access to the premises. What he encountered inside was beyond comprehension. The putrid stench of decaying flesh permeated the entire house, while bloodstains adorned its walls. Children's clothing and shoes were strewn about, further evidence of the unspeakable horrors that had occurred. To his utter shock, he discovered 2 large containers filled with acid, serving as a chilling reminder of the perpetrator's malevolence. However, the most harrowing sight awaited him as he stumbled upon the skeletal remains of the innocent children, a sight that would forever haunt his conscience. He wasted no time in dialing his editor, confidently affirming that the contents of the letter were undeniably true. Even the editor, taken aback by the revelation, was compelled to take immediate action. Without hesitation, he contacted the authorities, prompting a swift gathering of police outside the notorious house. It was no secret that the property belonged to the infamous Javed Iqbal, and as the police entered the premises, they were met with a horrifying sight. The dismembered bodies of innocent children, along with skeletal remains and numerous containers of acid, were discovered. Shockingly, the walls of the house bore chilling messages left by the sender of the letter, detailing the extent of his murderous acts in a 32-page diary. Some victims had yet to be disposed of, providing the police with a chance to bring closure to their families. The sender, anticipating the police's arrival, had already taken his own life by leaping into the Ravi River. Despite exhaustive efforts, the murderer remained elusive, leaving no trace of his body. However, the police did uncover his diary and a collection of photographs of the innocent victims, carefully preserved in polythene. In a bold and confident move, the editor of the newspaper promptly dispatched his report to the names and addresses of the children, determined to verify the truth behind their disappearance. Upon visiting the addresses, it was unequivocally confirmed that the children from those houses were indeed missing. The newspaper wasted no time and fearlessly published the entire case on the front page of its highly anticipated issue dated December 3, 1999. Accompanied by compelling photographs, the news spread like wildfire as soon as it reached the hands of the people, igniting a wave of anger throughout Pakistan. The distraught families, whose children were missing, wasted no time in seeking justice and approached the police for assistance. Upon examining the evidence found in the house, they were able to identify their respective children. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the police decided to delve deeper into the birth and karma horoscope of the notorious Javed Iqbal. Uncovering crucial information, it was revealed that Javed Iqbal was born in Lahore in 1956, being the 6th child among 8 siblings. Despite hailing from an affluent family, Javed's actions began tarnishing his reputation within society, leading to a growing distance between him and his family. Shockingly, he had developed a despicable habit of molesting innocent children. At the tender age of 20, a case was filed against him, exposing his true nature. However, Javed cunningly evaded any consequences by bribing both the police and the victim's family. In a bid to strip him of his father's property, Javed's brothers cunningly allocated him a share. Javed settled in Shahabad, where he continued his criminal activities. He operated a steel casting business from his residence, shamelessly employing underage boys. These boys, who came from impoverished backgrounds, would often flee from their work. Yet, a few unfortunate souls remained trapped in Javed's clutches. One such victim was Sajid, who became the face of Javed's heinous acts. As Javed grew older, his sadistic and violent tendencies escalated to alarming levels. In 1998, he faced allegations of raping two young boys. He enticed them to his home, only to subject them to a horrifying ordeal at gunpoint. However, Javed managed to evade justice once again by greasing the palms of the corrupt police force. Undeterred by his previous encounters, Javed went on to brutally assault a 15-year-old boy. In a twist of fate, the boy fought back, inflicting severe injuries to Javed's skull and jaw, leaving him in a coma. Astonishingly, Javed emerged from this incident with an even more menacing demeanor. He ventured into the video parlor business, where unsuspecting children would gather to play games. Javed slyly dropped money on the ground, out of sight, enticing the children to pocket it for themselves. As news of Javed's atrocities spread, the public was outraged and demanded justice. Protests and demonstrations were held, and pressure mounted on the authorities to take action. Finally, after years of impunity, Javed was arrested and brought to trial. During the trial, the full extent of Javed's depravity was revealed. He had not only raped and murdered dozens of children, but had also tortured them in unimaginable ways before killing them. The evidence against him was overwhelming, and he was found guilty on multiple counts of murder and sexual assault. Javed was sentenced to death, and his execution was carried out in front of a large crowd of onlookers. As he took his last breath, many felt a sense of closure and justice for the innocent lives he had taken. The case of Javed Iqbal served as a wake-up call for the authorities, who were forced to confront the issue of child abuse and exploitation in a more serious manner. New laws were enacted, and efforts were made to raise awareness and prevent such crimes from happening in the future. While the scars of Javed's crimes will never fully heal, his capture and punishment brought a sense of closure and justice to the families of his victims, and served as a reminder that no one is above the law. That is precisely why he boldly marched into the newspaper office, where his interview was meticulously documented and crucial information was promptly relayed to the police, leading to his swift capture and subsequent apprehension. During the intense police interrogation, Javed fearlessly revealed the truth, that he had been leading a blissful existence alongside his beloved mother, until the authorities unjustly framed him with a fabricated rape accusation, callously condemning him to a life behind bars.
आपने 200 बच्चे क्यों नहीं कत्ल किए 100 क्यों इंतकामन कर रहे थे ना इंतकामन कर रहे थे
मेरे पास आज भी इतने पैसे थे कि मैं ये सिलसिला जारी रख सकता था
कितने पैसे
अगर कल को आप जो जितने मारे हैं उनमें से 3-4 बच्चे घरों को वापस आ गए फिर आपका सारा ये
कोई नहीं आएगा
किस तरह आप कहते हैं कोई नहीं आएगा किस तरह
अच्छा
Despite his mother's unwavering visits to the prison, her tears of anguish remained agonizingly out of his reach, leaving him utterly powerless and desolate. Tragically, fate dealt him an even crueler blow when his mother tragically passed away, while patiently awaiting his release. It was on that fateful day that he resolved to inflict upon the world the same excruciating pain it had so heartlessly inflicted upon him. He solemnly pledged to tear apart families, ruthlessly severing the bond between parents and their innocent children. Subsequently, the police promptly arrested him and presented him before the court, armed with an overwhelming abundance of damning evidence. On the 16th of March 2000, a Pakistani court, in a resounding verdict, sentenced Javed and his accomplice Sajid to the ultimate punishment, death by strangulation with a chain, followed by the gruesome dismemberment of their bodies and their subsequent dissolution in acid. However, this severe sentence was met with vehement opposition from across the globe, ultimately leading to its commutation to a death sentence. Finally, on the 8th of October 2001, Javed and Sajid met their ultimate fate as they were hanged in the confines of Lokpat jail. We eagerly await your insightful opinions on this thought-provoking video and communities. While we've delved into the chilling psychology behind his actions, let us not forget the resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering dedication of law enforcement and justice systems in bringing him to justice. The story of Javed Iqbal serves as a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk within individuals, but it also underscores the importance of vigilance, compassion, and collective efforts to protect the vulnerable and ensure that such horrors are never allowed to persist. Thank you for joining us on this unsettling journey into the mind of a serial killer, and may we continue to seek answers, understanding, and solutions to prevent such tragedies in the future. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that delves into the depths of the human psyche and the mysteries of true crime.